अच्छा ठीक है सही है. Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Amar bin Salim. I represent the marketing team at the Office of Advancement at Lums. I warmly welcome you to this second day of our Knowledge Week for Sayyid Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering. Yesterday we talked about our discipline computer science. Today inshallah we will be conversing about electrical engineering and the graduate programs that are offered in the electrical engineering discipline. Tomorrow inshallah we'll see you again for mathematics and biology. And inshallah we'll wrap this week up on Thursday with a discussion about chemistry and another program that is offered through the Sayyid Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering. So basically we conduct these webcasts, and you're well aware of that because you must be watching our programs. The main idea is to communicate with you and make you a part of our discussion, talk to you about anything that you are confused about, any suggestions that you might have, if you want to learn about the application process, what are the important dates, what your career could look like once you graduate with one of the programs that are offered at Lums. So if you have any questions, please make sure you are capitalizing on this opportunity as much as you can. And wherever you're watching this program, please make sure you're writing your questions in the comment section, and our social media team will pick them up and will relay them to us, inshallah, and we'll engage in a discussion with our panelists and we'll find answers to your questions. So I'm very thankful to Dr. Zubair Khalid, Dr. Hassan Jalil, and Ms. Risha Arshad. Dr. Zubair Khalid is an associate professor at the Electrical Engineering Department at Lums. He is also a member of the DGPC Electrical Engineering Department. Dr. Hassan Jalil is an associate professor at the Electrical Engineering Department at Lums, and Ms. Risha is a current scholar enrolled with the PhD Electrical Engineering program at Sayyid Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering. Thank you very much for taking time out. Dr. Zubair, I'm going to request you to please introduce the department and also talk about the electrical engineering programs offered at both the MS and the PhD levels.
Thank you, Amar. I will start with Sayyid Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering. At Sayyid Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering, SBASSE, we offer degree programs in 7 disciplines, including 2 engineering programs, electrical engineering and chemical engineering. And then we have programs in physics, mathematics, biology, chemistry, and computer science. In electrical engineering, we offer undergraduate program, MS program, and PhD program in electrical engineering. Today we will talk about MS and PhD program. We started graduate programs back in 2013, and over the years, we have around 400 students and alumni with our department.
Wow.
And in terms of PhD students, we have 14 students who have completed their PhD with us, and currently there are more than 20 students enrolled in PhD program. In electrical engineering, we are the largest department in terms of size of faculty. We are 25 faculty members who have PhDs from top institutes around the world. We are all very research active, working in different areas of electrical engineering, serving different applications, very diverse applications, addressing the problems faced by society, and also contributing towards the knowledge at large. I suggest the participants or the listeners to visit faculty web pages and our lab pages to further explore about our research areas, our current research interests that are aligned with the global research trends, and also the local society problems.
I think that you made a wonderful point as well in the end. मेरा काम ये भी है कि लोगों को route करूँ Lums की website पे, because it's very important. All of this information is available over there, and also the point that you've touched base with, faculty profiles are available over there.
Yep.
So it's going to give you a very significant insight with regards to the research that is being conducted over here at Lums with different faculty members. Yesterday when we were talking about the computer science discipline, we had Dr. Basit over here, and he made a wonderful point that अगर आप Lums में apply कर रहे हैं and हमारे पास एक ऐसे faculty member हैं whose interests in research are in line with yours, then we could take you in. But अगर नहीं हो रहा तो I mean we wouldn't be unjust with you और आपको एक ऐसी research के लिए जो आप करना चाहते हैं मगर हम नहीं वो कर रहे, so we wouldn't want you to waste energies in that regard. At the same time, Dr. Hassan, I'm going to come to you. You've been associated with Lums for quite a while now, mashallah, and I have been teaching both MS and PhD level courses. So, मेरी request आपसे होगी अगर आप थोड़ा सा guide कर सकें कि how have we structured the both, streams, MSP and PhD, मतलब किस तरह से start होता है, and also talk about कि अगर MS के बाद PhD direct की जा सकती है या नहीं.
Okay, so thank you, Amar, and I will kind of continue Dr. Zubair said. So if we talk about electrical engineering, so electrical engineering is one of the, I would say, one of the elite engineering disciplines because it captures most of the technological advances that have been highlights of the 20th century. They were owing to electrical engineering had a major contribution in that. So if we talk about our power sector, communication sector, medical field, our computers, all these transistor-based revolution. So electrical engineering had a great role, and it is still playing a major role based on how our needs are improving or how our needs are evolving. So does the program is also evolving. Now, if we look at that and our program at Lums in that bigger context, I think the strength of our program is that all of these different flavors of electrical engineering, they are very well represented among the faculty research at Lums.
Okay.
So, for instance, as Zubair mentioned, that we have over 25, around 25 faculty members, and all of them are research active. So, in that regards, we have different streams in our faculty, whether it is something data-oriented or life-based or sustainability, like all these SDG goals that have been defined by WHO. So, all of these things are covered in or addressed in the research at Lums. So, अगर हम इसी चीज़ को कंटिन्यू करें तो हमारा जो MS प्रोग्राम जो स्ट्रक्चर्ड है, so that research is actually directly reflected in the courses and our structure as well.
I see.
So we have anyone who comes in our MS program, for instance, there are 5 streams. जिसके अंदर स्पेशलाइजेशन में एक आपके पास फॉर इंस्टेंस इंटेलिजेंट सिग्नल्स एंड इंटेलिजेंट सिस्टम स्ट्रीम है, एक हमारे पास फोटोनिक्स एंड नैनो डिवाइसेस स्ट्रीम है, देन वी हैव अ स्ट्रीम ऑन embedded systems, electronics, and there's one more I'm forgetting. Power and energy system, exactly.
Okay.
So there are these 5 streams, and आपके पास हर stream से related there are certain level of core courses that the students have to ensure कि वो उनमें से कोई courses लें, and then there are a lot of the elective courses that they can choose within from their stream and as well as from outside of the streams.
Dr. Hassan, sorry to be interjecting, but just to clarify and for the benefit of the audience as well, just how to put 5 streams in my, but does that mean that we can only, focus, a student who's joining us can focus and, will be kind of majoring or specializing in one of these streams?
Okay, so students have to choose kind of one of these streams, but these streams are not like very narrow streams. These streams are within themselves, they are very broad, or selecting a stream does not mean that you are straight jacketed. It's not like that. Even after selecting a stream, you have a lot of flexibility. So there is a very small subset of courses that are core courses, जो कि आपकी requirement है. Other than that, majority of the courses you are actually free to choose. आपके पास electives हैं. And for instance, if I highlight आपकी जो हमारी nano and photonics stream है, for instance, so it's within itself, it's a collaboration between EE department and physics department.
Okay.
ठीक है, तो इसके जो हमारे courses हैं उसमें there is a lot of overlap, both faculty actually contribute. इसी तरह जो हमारी signals and intelligent systems की stream है, there are a lot of courses that are cross-listed between computer science and electrical engineering.
I see.
So this means, based on these kind of analysis, you can say कि जी Lums का जो graduate program है, you have, I can safely say कि जी maximum flexibility that you can get, at least within Pakistan. In terms of आपका student का जो भी interest है, you will find relevant courses.
I love to hear that. Whenever there's this webcast happening, or whoever the faculty is, I always talk about the interdisciplinarity aspect. And computer science ka pichhe dafa tha, just a week before or a couple of weeks back, we did the webcast for the undergraduate program. And again, we were talking about the same thing. So if आप Lums में आ रहे हैं, we focus on having a cross-disciplinary approach towards education. So it's not just कि आपने एक ही school में रहना है या एक ही department में रहना है. मतलब within the same Sayyid Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering umbrella, आप अगर electrical engineering में again you can collaborate with physics department or with computer science department or any other department that makes sense, of course. So उसके ऊपर तो of course मैं दोबारा आऊँगा क्योंकि interdisciplinarity. You want to say something about it?
I would like to emphasize again the versatility of electrical engineering, and we exploit this versatility in the design of our program. So our program is comprehensive,
Okay.
flexible, at the same time. So comprehensive in a sense that the students are given a foundational knowledge about different subjects, different research areas we have in our department, and flexible in a way that they are allowed to take courses even from outside of SSE. So one student, I can quote an example, is currently taking a course on Qawwali.
Yeah, is that available to MS and PhD students as well?
So we encourage, and so in MS program we allow we can approve one student allow one course outside SSE, and they can enroll in these other courses. I encourage my PhD students to go ahead and take a course on philosophy or entrepreneurship.
How do you think that helps a student?
I think it is just to give student exposure to other fields, right? And they can always connect. And I would like again to comment again that EE is very, very versatile. So electrical engineers over the years have contributed in biology, in chemistry, in health, in medical imaging, in communication, in control systems, in robotics. Even this recent drive of digitalization and Industry 4.0 and artificial intelligence, and that was enabled. That is based on the very, very foundations laid out by electrical engineers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's all of that is new information from them, to be very honest, especially the Qawwali bit.
And also the program is flexible in the sense they don't fix their courses for you. For example, once you enroll in the MS or the PhD program, nobody's telling you that you're taking these 3 courses in the first semester and you cannot take anything beyond that. So that makes this part makes it fun, because you can pick any course that is being offered, and it's not like you have to take your core courses first and then the electives. For example, if somebody wants to take Qawwali in their first semester, they're most welcome.
I'll take the Qawwali courses. But before we talk to you about other courses that you took from the school, Risha, I request कि अगर आप अपने academic background से explain this for the benefit of our people who want to apply to the electrical engineering program, the MS or the PhD level, and also कितना rigorous है ये program?
The PhD program.
Yeah.
Okay, so about my academic background, I completed my undergraduate studies from Lums in 2016, and I immediately got a job with a company that manufactured electric meters. And I worked there for.
Lums पे अगर आपने अपनी undergrad भी पढ़ा तो आपको job जल्दी मिल जाएगी.
Yes. Anybody who was applying for a job, who was serious for a job, got a job. Yes, within the first 3-4 months. Everybody did.
करने का थोड़ा सा एक मुझे मौका मिल रहा है. I must let you guys know that we maintain a 95% employability index, and we've also been ranked, top ranked by QS graduate employability rankings, which means that once you graduate within the first 3 to 6 months, inshallah you'll get hired.
I hadn't even had my convocation. I got my job before that. Yes. So I worked there for like 3.5 years, and then I came back for masters to Lums, and I completed my masters last year in 2021. And now I'm completing. I started my PhD program. It's been 1 semester. The program is rigorous in a sense. You have to, you have to unlearn things when you start your graduate studies. You have to unlearn certain things from your undergraduate level, and then you have to learn new things. So it is rigorous in the first few months, but then it gives you a sound background, and it gives you a sound foundation for basically learning about new things and reading about things that people are doing. And then you can also, for example, when I applied into the PhD program, one of the instructors from the chemistry department even offered me a project. So that's possible too. If you the kind of work you want to do, you are pitching in ideas, then the faculty is also pitching in ideas. So that's a very good thing. They're not just asking you to stay confined to one area. For example, if I'm working in the power and energy systems cluster, then there a person from chemistry or a person from biology can safely come to me and propose a project, and I can work on that. I can include those things.
Same thing yesterday, computer science wale mein bhi ke many of our audience, the people who are listening would already know that the PhD program, let's say Babarji School of Science and Engineering at Lums, are fully funded programs. And not only are they fully funded, but you also get to enjoy a monthly stipend as well for the period of 4 years if you're joining us for the PhD program. Any of the 6 programs offered at this school. But at the same time, doesn't mean कि आपने सिर्फ 50,000 का stipend ही करना है. If you're working on a project that pays you, you can also, always, make more money. और फिर assistantship भी है, जिसके बारे में मैं थोड़ा सा discuss करना चाहूँगा. So did that happen to you?
Yes, it did, and I know many of the people, and especially in my MS program, everybody was like working as an RA. Everybody wanted to.
So Lums encourages that?
Yes, yes, it does.
नहीं. अभी आप कह रही हैं बाद में तो नहीं कुछ चीज़ हो सकती?
No, not at all.
Dr. Zubair, who do you think would be an ideal candidate to join us for the MS program for the PhD?
So we have listed the requirements on the Lums admission page, but this year or over the years we have made it very, very, very flexible.
Okay.
So if you have completed 16 years of education in electrical engineering, computer engineering, computer science, physics, electronics, computer engineering, telecommunication engineering, and or any other engineering discipline that is related to electrical engineering, they can apply for MS electrical engineering program. And we have different streams and that can serve different areas.
Okay, so for MS it's 16 years of education, for PhD of course 18 years.
Yeah, for PhD we require MS, completed MS or 18 years of education.
Dr. Zubair, out of curiosity, I want to learn कि क्या ऐसा होता है कि हम कहें कि नहीं जिस बच्चे ने MS लम से किया था वो ही PhD करने भी आए, या अगर कहीं किसी और जगह से MS किया था they can also join us for the PhD program? Yeah, preference हमने कोई?
I think we only have 1 to 2 students who continued their PhD with us. Most of our, I think out of 34, more than 30 students are from outside Lums.
Okay.
So, and they are from different universities of Pakistan.
Okay.
And in fact, we had 2 students who completed their MS from US. So my current PhD student, Salar, he did undergrad from UT Lahore and he did MS from US, and then he joined our PhD program.
Okay.
And similarly, Dr. Jawad, who completed his PhD program back in 2018, he also did MS from US, Arizona State University in US.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I also trouble you to talk about the eligibility criteria? MS के लिए, PhD के लिए भी?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, for MS you need 16 years of education in any of these disciplines, and admission requirement is the student is required to appear in 2 tests. One is LGAT, which is very similar to HEC GAT test.
Okay.
Or if you're given GRE, we can exempt LGAT for you.
Okay.
And in addition to LGAT, we also require subject test. So I should highlight subject test. So since we have flexibility in the in that we have students from different disciplines, so we have flexibility in the test as well.
Okay.
So we have different modules in the test. For example, if you're from physics background and you don't want to opt for electrical engineering module, so you can skip that. So we have flexibility in the test. And the test sample is available on the Lums page.
Yes, it is. और मैं थोड़ा सा explain भी करता चलूँ, जैसे डॉक्टर जुबैर ने कहा कि if you're applying to Lums for the MS program or for the PhD program in electrical engineering, आपको इसके लिए 2 एग्जाम्स देने पड़ेंगे. एक LGAT हो सकता है. If you don't want to go for LGAT, you could go for GRE. If you don't want to go for GRE, you'll definitely have to take LGAT. और दूसरा जो subject specific exam होगा. And the deadline to submit your application on the online application is 12th April 2022. The deadline to take your LGAT and subject test is 15th May 2022. So LGAT और subject test है ना, so एक ही दिन पे होंगे इंशाल्लाह. And it's 15th May 2022. Or if you want to go for GRE, make sure you have taken that exam by 15th May as well. Now coming to Dr. Hassan. Dr. Hassan, how do you think Lums is playing its part in bolstering the innovative process with regards to the electrical engineering department?
I think Lums has a very important role, and like the graduate program started in 2013, or the MS and PhD program at Lums, they are of very high quality and comparable to any international standard like US universities, यहाँ पर जो हम लोगों का एक overall curriculum का structure या हमारा जो PhD में the research, the kind of research topics that are being pursued, you can compare them to any top university. So
Dr. Hassan, again, I'm very sorry interjecting. मुझे एक बड़ा मजे का एक question है जो अक्सर मेरे से लोगों ने पूछा है, and you probably are in the best position to answer. कि लाहौर में या पाकिस्तान में तो बहुत ज़्यादा इंजीनियरिंग यूनिवर्सिटीज़ और भी हैं जो कि बहुत सालों से काम कर रही है, तो हम लम्स फिर क्यों आए इंजीनियरिंग प्रोग्राम करने के लिए?
Okay, so I would answer that from the two perspective. एक तो अगर खास तौर पर अगर हम अपने graduate, this seminar is at about the graduate program in particular, तो graduate program के अंदर there are majority of the universities, they have declared themselves as teaching only universities. ठीक है, they are not even claiming that they are research intensive or they are conducting research. So the first and I think the major breakthrough or advantage at Lums is that you are going to be जो हमारी फैकल्टी है वो जिन टॉपिक्स के ऊपर रिसर्च कर रही है, दैट्स समथिंग दैट मेक्स इट वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी. Secondly is even those universities who are claiming to be research intensive, conducting research, it requires a lot of different mindset, very different mindset. For instance, अभी यही जो आपने चीज़ highlight की, that our PhD pro students, all of them are guaranteed funding with a minimum of 50,000 stipend per month.
Exactly.
So that's something that's, I think Lums started it, and I don't know, अभी भी सिर्फ कोई बहुत एक दो यूनिवर्सिटीज़ ही हैं गालिबन जो कि ये चीज़ कर रही हैं. Majority of the universities still don't guarantee this fully funded PhD program with stipends.
So maybe they aren't even thinking about it.
They are not even, so you cannot actually assume आपके पास जो हम like getting students like Risha, and अभी हम जिससे पहले भी बात कर रहे थे, we are interested कि जो पाकिस्तान के जो best students हैं, we are interested in them, we are like after them, and we are going to do everything in order to get them in Lums.
Okay.
ठीक है, और PhD research is cannot be something जो कि आप इसके बगैर कर सकें. You need to give that PhD scholar a complete peace of mind.
Exactly.
From all other kind of distractions, और फिर आप उनसे expect करेंगे कि जी they are going to deliver you world class research. And that's the environment that we have been able to create at Lums, which makes it unique from other universities in Pakistan. So at the same time जो इस type की research oriented teaching और environment का ही एक kind of impact ये है that even our students, MS students, they have, if they don't want to continue towards PhD, they are very well sought out in industry. क्योंकि जो हमारे जो graduate students हैं जो कि यहाँ से EE में trained होकर ज़्यादा field से trained होकर निकलते हैं, they are immediately get like हमारा graduate का भी जो employment ratio है over 90% within first 3-4 months and with a very high salary packages as well. So ये एक complete ecosystem यहाँ पर Lums में develop हुआ जो कि hopefully बाकी universities they took cue from Lums and they kind of started adopting these kind of policies, but still we are going strong on that, and I mean claim without any doubt that Lums has the best graduate program at least in Pakistan.
We share the same claim. Yes, and I think this is also the best explanation.
I would like to add, in MS program, we also engage MS students in our research. So we give stipend to PhD students, but we also give stipend to MS students. We engage them in our research. As I said earlier, we are very research active. For example, we have secured funding of around more than 400 million in the last couple of years, in the last 2 years in fact. And on those projects, we need MS students. And we engage MS students to work on those projects. On average, in the last 3 to 4 years, every student received around 25,000 rupees per month. Every MS student received.
Every MS student.
Every MS student.
And whoever was working on the project.
This is on average. So some students were getting 70K as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so they were MS students and they were receiving, it all depends on the nature of the work and the amount of funding we have.
And I think that also has to do with, being research active, as Hassan was saying. What sets Lums apart from its, from many of the universities in Pakistan is the thing that we are not just a teaching university. We are highly focused on intensive research, and that allows us to work closely with industry as well. and that enables funding to come to us, and that is spread across all the students who are.
Yeah, and this is for the training of MS students.
Yes,
So
and I would like to add that the students
Yeah.
can use that research under their name.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not like that research is just for that project or for that instructor.
Okay.
We can use that for our thesis. We can give it our name. We can publish papers under our own name.
So उसमें ये कि आपके भी साथ publish होते रहते हैं?
Yes, we're getting money when we're getting paid for that, and we're getting
so,
that work.
no, so this is students' work, right? The student has to be given credit. So student has to be first author in every publication. If the student is leading a work, so he or she should be given the ownership, the authorship of the work. And we at EE, we live like a family. We faculty support each other, the students support us, and we are supporting students in building their in profile in research, or equipping them with the skills required for industry.
Okay.
So if student is doing work, he or she should be given the authorship.
बिल्कुल सही. Arisha, I want to learn about the LGAT thing. I mean, did you appear for LGAT or go for GRE?
I appeared for LGAT.
LGAT. So LGAT का exam जो है, how did you prepare for it? आसान था तैयार करना, कितना time लगा? People who are listening to you, I mean, they know that you did your undergrad from Lums, so you probably had some edge, के कुछ idea.
Actually, I applied to the master's program after a 3 years gap, so I.
Edge नहीं था.
Yeah, I had just forgotten stuff, so I had to prepare on that front. Yes. How did I prepare? I didn't even have notes from my undergrad, but the grad courses everywhere are more or less the same. The basics are the same, obviously. So the test was not basic. It was the syllabus was from the basics, but the test is not very basic.
So यानी आसान नहीं था test.
Yeah, not very easy.
तो तभी डॉक्टर ज़ुबैर में देखना कब से बात ही नहीं करे टेस्ट के बारे में. तो वो एक दफ़ा उन्होंने बात की कि टेस्ट हैं, 2 बताया, नहीं आसान है, मुश्किल है.
Yeah, the tests are mostly based on the core courses of electrical engineering. And if the student has a reasonable knowledge about the subject, they can do well in the test. Furthermore, I would like to add that when we evaluate applicants, we also take into account their academic standing at the undergraduate level.
यानी prior to joining Lums.
Yeah. So we take into account the academic standing before joining Lums, their score in the LGAT, their score in the test, and also their score in the matriculation and O levels or A levels.
ठीक. So
it's
everything.
Everything. Yeah.
यानी हम बात करते हैं, we take a very holistic approach whenever we are evaluating an application. So we would look at your O levels grades या metric में जो आपने किया, and then your A levels FSC वगैरह में, then your undergrad में if there are any other activities that you were engaged in, if there was a relevant competition that you took part in, and how you are a unique candidate. I mean, is that right? हमने अपने कई सारे webcasts में चीज़ discuss की है कि we get so many applications from Pakistan, from outside Pakistan as well. So then it becomes difficult for us to,
we also have a personal statement or a statement of research along with the application. So
these
that
are
can be
very
evaluated.
important components. Arisha, आपने ऐसे कहा कि personal statement and the statement of research, that kind of gives us some insight as to who you are
and what you are interested in working on.
And what you are interested in working. अच्छा, मुझे रीशा ये बताइएगा कि आपका for the PhD level we do conduct interviews. So
yes,
interview में pressure कैसा होता है, या what are some of the tips and tricks to ace an interview, a PhD interview at Lums?
It wasn't a typical interview. It's more like a discussion. It's a panel interview, and it's more like a discussion where we have to present what we have been working on, and there are some questions about that. Okay. So if you really know what you've worked on, and if you have a grip on your subject, or the subject is basically your MS thesis, so you're presenting that, and any other research ideas that you might have got over time. So they're just questions about that, and it's more of a discussion. It's not the pressure is not like that much, because it's not a QA session. It's just a discussion about what you are interested in working on, and then the instructors, they also pitch in ideas. Even at that time, they're also telling you about their own streams, and it's like that.
I'd also like to get your input.
So for PhD program, I just want to highlight here कि जो SSE में in general और EE के अंदर in particular admission जो है ये थोड़ा सा बाकियों यूनिवर्सिटी से भी इससे थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है, बिकॉज हेयर वी प्रोग्राम के तो आपने बेसिक एक रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं, जो एक मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं, दे हैव टू बी सेटिस्फाइड. लेकिन आफ्टर दैट इट्स बेसिकली आपका जो PhD स्टूडेंट है, इट हैज़ टू ही और शी हैज़ टू बी मैच्ड विद अ फैकल्टी मेंबर. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर आप ये समझें कि इट्स लाइक आपका उसी वक्त एट द टाइम ऑफ द एडमिशन देयर इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ अ मैच मेकिंग. इस वजह से दैट्स व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू लाइक. अभी जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, जो वी आर ओनली ऑलवेज इंटरेस्टेड इन गेटिंग एप्लीकेंट्स, गुड एप्लीकेंट. So you should start looking at the faculty profiles and start contacting the professors or faculty members जिनके साथ आपके interest aligned है. So that आप पहले से ही एक बार ये discussions करें, because what Risha is talking about, जो आपका हमारा final interview है, वो basically उसी match picking को kind of आप वो finalize कर रहे होते हैं. So if students who are proactive और वो उस चीज़ को अगर वो पहले से अपना किसी जो भी faculty members के साथ, जिनके साथ उनके research एक्सपीरियंस प्लस इंटरेस्ट अलाइंड है, वो अगर उनके साथ ऑलरेडी एक कम्युनिकेशन चैनल ओपन करें, डिस्कशन करें, तो देन यू विल हैव अ वेरी गुड चांस कि जी आप PhD एडमिशन सिक्योर करें. इफ़ यू आर गोइंग टू सिट स्टैटिक और आप बस आखिरी टाइम तक वेट कर रहे हैं, देन यू मे लूज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी कि जी हो सकता है जो भी प्रोग्रेसिवली काम आगे करेगा, that student will have a higher chance.
Of course, matlab you are coming prepared to us. It gives us an idea that you are a serious candidate. You have done your homework and now you are here to finalize. That's a brilliant point, by the way. कि मतलब आपका जो final interview that is kind of कि आप अपना finalize करने आ रहे हो चीज़ों को.
Exactly.
Dr. Hassan, एक question अभी मैं social media पे भी आया है समीन से. By the way, before I talk to Dr. Hassan about it, again I'm gonna reaffirm that this program is being done for you. If you have any questions, agar aapko koi confusions mein, now is the time to engage with our faculty members and they are here to answer your question and with our current student as well. Dr. Hassan, एक question जो मैं बात कर रहा था अभी के समीन से है, वो ये कि क्या PhD करने के बाद, especially electrical engineering की बात कर लेते हैं, is only teaching remains available to a certain person who is a doctor now?
I think PhD करने के बाद,
or is that a myth?
It's so I mean it has both aspects to it. So अगर आप अपने आप को restrict करेंगे कि that you have to remain within Pakistan, so based on the current reality is that yes, academia is the major kind of an avenue, but things are changing over there as well. कि अब आपके पास new companies are coming, especially with this data driven kind of thing and knowledge based economy पे जैसे जैसे everyone is realizing कि जी अब आपने you have to move towards knowledge based economy. So एक तो इस aspect से things are changing, but secondly I will say कि जी our PhD अगर हम अपने जो हमारे 12 to 14 students जो graduate कर चुके हैं, so one of our student she is currently a postdoc at Stanford.
Okay.
So another of our PhD student, he worked as a postdoc at a very like one of the top research groups in Netherlands, and now he is working as a consultant in Netherlands.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have 3 or 4 of our students who are working as faculty members in different universities inside Pakistan. So this is another important thing that we want to emphasize कि जी PhD at Lums actually opens up the entire universe of entire world for you. कि आप उसके बाद you can go to any other place. आपके पास Lums now has established itself as a top graduate program. ठीक है, तो इधर से जो आप PhDs हमारे करके students निकल रहे हैं, one of our PhD students is actually working with us as a research assistant professor as well, and he is doing excellent work. So आपके पास limitations नहीं है, it's just like you are putting limitations on yourself. If students आप US में, Europe में, you will have opportunities to work over there at top places.
Okay. Dr. Zubair, जैसे Dr. Hassan ने कहा कि naturally it seems like this कि अगर in the current circumstances, the given circumstances, naturally it makes sense कि आपने अगर electrical engineering में PhD की है, so you may probably are left with this option that you will have to explore your career in the academia. But do you think it has to do with limited options or limited development of the industry in Pakistan? Or do you think it can change over the years to come?
Yeah, we have seen that it is changing at the moment. So there are industries who are looking for fresh PhDs, and we receive applications, we receive emails from industrial partners that they are looking for PhDs in electrical engineering, and so they need to understand what PhD is. So PhD is like a research training. So we train the student how to do research, how to do technical writing, how to become an independent researcher. So it is like a research training. So just learn how to do research in some area. And once you are graduated after PhD, as Hassan mentioned, our past students have been placed in industry, have been placed in academia. So our past students are currently working as assistant professor in UT Lahore, at NUST. Two of them are working in UMT. One is a postdoc at Stanford. One is at Huawei R&D in Sweden. She's Atika. She graduated this year, and she's now working in Huawei R&D Sweden. So yeah, there are multiple options, and things are changing, and we are very positive that things will change over time.
So in the years to come, for example, somebody joins us right now, like Risha just आपने में join किया for the PhD program just the previous year. So I think it's going to take you another 3 years to graduate with the PhD program. So इसका मतलब है कि by that time can we expect things could have changed like 10% or 20%. So it's not just the industry, it's not just the academia remaining available as a career to choose.
Yeah, I think as I said earlier, we have these tech companies coming up in Pakistan. And this pandemic has opened an opportunity, right?
Already?
So
I'd like to learn more about
more opportunity, right? So
and the way you have smiled, I think there is something you want to talk about as well.
yeah, so see, you are based in Pakistan. You've done PhD from Pakistan. So if you have a good profile, if you have a good research track record, good publication track record, you can apply for industries based in US or in Europe or in Middle East, and while you are based in Pakistan, you can work with these industries, and so opportunity is remote work.
And you can also work with organizations in, government organizations, non-government, semi-government sector. They're always looking for people for research. They have funded programs as well.
Okay, so मतलब academia bhi hai, you can work for the government, I mean non-governmental organizations, and then you can work for organizations outside of Pakistan.
Yes.
PhD is like आपके पास this is a skill for problem solving skills. ठीक है, ये उसी की आप एक संग समझने की and you are like the most advanced kind of degree. So you basically learn how to solve the problems which have not been solved before.
ठीक है.
अब आप अपने उसी स्किल को यूज़ करके पाकिस्तान we need actually innovators and we need new kind of solutions to enhance our economy. So I think at this moment Pakistan is a perfect kind of a scenario क्योंकि अब बाहर जाके तो a lot of things have already been done, majority of the things. But here what we are seeing now, अब आपके पास ये online economy start हो रही है, आपके पास नई किस्म के ये technology driven solutions, आपके IoT devices का use अब यहाँ पर start हो रहा है. So that's where ये जिस हम start में बात कर रहे थे कि जी आपके पास Lums में you get chance और entrepreneurial skills अपने develop करें. We have an incubation center here at Lums as well.
Yes,
so
yes.
if you have, as a PhD student, you have 4 to 5 years of stay here. And it is kind of, we are providing our students with all the facilities. ठीक है, हम यहाँ पर we are here for all the guidance. Now if it's up to the students to how to maximally utilize these facilities. And if for students who are actually doing वो जो proactively करेंगे, they will find all the essential platform at Lums to launch their careers while they are actually before completing their degrees even.
और जो मैं हमारी डिस्कशन से भी समझ सका हूँ ये कि जैसे आप बता रहे हैं कि we have our graduates working outside Pakistan in very well established organizations. इसका मतलब है कि Lums का जो PhD program है that is recognized outside as well.
Yeah.
Pakistan से बाहर भी.
Yeah, absolutely. So these PhD students are like ये शाहीन है हमारे, and we want them to explore the opportunities, and और हम उन्हें इतना train कर देते हैं that they are fully equipped and they are at par with a graduate from any good US university. So we give them the opportunities, we provide them the guidance. We focus on their development. We focus on their technical writing skills, and so we give them training. And by the time they graduate, we expect that they are fully prepared to work as an independent researcher and serve either local industry or the government institutes or industries overseas. Yeah.
So it's like हमारे जो Lums के undergraduate students, graduate students, all these programs. So Lums now is a recognized name. So just to narrate a kind of information on that, last week, a couple of weeks ago, a very senior professor from UCLA, University of California at Los Angeles, Professor Asad Abdi, he was visiting us, and he kind of noted that during his visit, there were 3 or 4 students who were double E undergraduate who are currently doing PhD at UCLA, and he received excellent feedback from their advisors. और वो उनको आके बता रहे थे कि we are extremely happy with these Lums students, without even like he didn't ask them about it.
Okay.
और वो बल्कि उनसे कह रहे थे कि because they knew kind of कि जी इनका यहाँ से पाकिस्तान Lums से link है, कि जी we would actually like you to recommend more students. और जब भी हमारे पास कोई Lums student की application आएगी, we will definitely consider that student.
Alhamdulillah, our students are our ambassadors.
And like for any educational institution, their product is their student. Like industry की कोई product होती है, our product is our students जो हमारे group से, हमारे institution से graduate करेंगे.
I would call them an asset, not a product, right? They are our asset, right? And so they are not only our asset, but asset for the society and also for the country.
They're contributing everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in electrical engineering, we treat them as our asset. We invest in them, really.
Focus आपका electrical engineering पे ज़्यादा.
Broadly at Lums as well. Yeah, broadly at Lums.
Really,
the ecosystem we have developed over years is very, very good.
It is, or as a matter of fact, I've been doing all these webcasts. I've had this brilliant opportunity to connect with our faculty members, students, and alumni from all the 5 schools at Lums, and I have heard this thing over and over again. I'm like sure of it as well. कि जो हमारा advising system and the way we connect with our students, it's simply it's unmatched. At least in Pakistan, I can say. I'm sure बाहर से भी काफी पाकिस्तान जो है वो बेहतर है, because we're learning from the top universities, the top professors, the top students all the time, and we're trying to improve ourselves as well.
No, the advisors here are at the disposal of students. But when you are in a US university, you happen to meet your advisor once a month. And here in Lums, most of the faculty members have open door policy. The student can knock in and they can come at any time. So we are always here for students.
I'm sure of that, and I'm sure our audience, especially those of you who have been to Lums, would agree with us. So thank you very much, Risha. Thank you very much, Dr. Hassan, Dr. Zubair, for being with us today. Again, this program was being done for you, so I hope we were successful in providing you with answers to your queries and to your suggestions and anything that you were confused about. Again, I would like to let you know the last date to submit your online application is 12th April. Again, जो test के बारे में बात की है, you want to go for GRE or LGAT, the last day is 15th May 2022, and you will also have to take a subject test, so make sure you're registering for it as well. It will be conducted on the very same day as the LGAT exam, which is again 15th May 2022. So don't delay it. Please make sure you're creating your application, and I mean you can think about it. It's a bit a lengthy procedure, so थोड़ा सा आपको ज़रा जल्दी कर लेना चाहिए start. Also, if you're confused about the admissions portal, the application portal, please use this Ask Admissions button that we have just worked on this year, and it's basically like a chat that is maintained between you and someone on social media. It will be a chat between you and a representative of the admissions office. If you have a question, put it over there. Our representative will connect with you with its answer. Again, अगर थोड़ी देर बाद आपको दोबारा एक question एक problem आ रही है, again you can query that representative and they'll get back to you again. Also, most of the information with regards to the application process, the important dates, the testing requirements, the fee, all of that is available on our website. So please do visit www.lums.edu.pk and take good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.